Because these things happen, right? That is sympathetic resonance. There's other people, places, and things resonating with what's going on in your subconscious realm. Full advantage of it. Why? Well, that helps us to overcome the hindrances. We hear a lot about revolution, we hear a lot about social change, we hear all these things, but if we're not dealing with the elements underlining what we call human existence, those changes will be vain. And they always have been vain. It's the same thing keeps coming about. Wow, I can hear myself, we can hear myself there. So, sympathetic resonance, you want to write that down. Sympathetic resonance and sympathetic magic. These two, those are scientific proven facts on how frequency works. And it is the same science behind the miracle. It is the frequency of what you're seeing in your dream world, your visualization, mira, what you are seeing in your heart, what's going on under everything else. It vibrates to such a frequency that it starts to propel you to other places and other people, also known as the law of magnetism. You move towards what you think about the most. You move towards what you emotionally feel the most. It moves towards you. It's vice versa. You get the point. It's always this way. Okay, now we talk about sound and light. Now I'm going to go there. Within us, each one of us, in our memories, and I want you to write that word down, memory. Please write it down. I'm going to break it down for you because there's something in the word. I like playing with words. Mem, put a dash, and put Ori. I want you to spell it O-R-Y-M-O-R-I. There we go again, subconscious mind. Mem, and the Kabbalistical code, what we call what they call Jewish mysticism. We call it Hebrew mysticism, Israelite mysticism. Mem, in the Kabbalistical culture, is representative, is the letter M, and it represents the water. Your brain sits in fluid, and water collects thought. Water is magnetic. It pulls things in. If you sit a glass, yes sir. Peace. All right. Peace. How y'all doing? If you put a glass of water on a table, right? If you want to do this test, you can. It is known that insects will climb. If you have a lot of insects around you, they will go towards the water. If you burn, say you burn an insect, you put a glass of water there, and you go back to the water, you will notice that the water has a certain amount of smoke in it. Water draws energy in. Your memories is the storage of thoughts within the back of the skull. Dula oblongata, subnigrum, part of the brain is where all your memories get stored. Think of that word again. Mem, the water. The water stores it all. That's also, M is that mother. Mim, mom. That's where it's all stored, in mother. All of our thoughts before we were born was given to us by our mother. Mim. M. Mem. Kabbalistical letter for water. In the same family of languages, Yoruba, which is related to what they call Canaanite Hebrew. Ori, which means the head. So there you have what? The things that are stored inside of your upper region, your crown. This is deep where I'm about to go. Now, your memory works with two agents. Write this down. Everything I say is going to be bold, coming out. That's why I said, no paper. Let's go by my voice. The phonological loop and the visual sketch pad. Those are two parts of your memory that works. This was found by a scientist named Alan Bailey, if I'm not mistaken. I got all the stuff stored up here. Alan Bailey came up with a concept that we record information through sound on what's called a phonological loop, and we record what we see on a visual sketch pad. Now, whatever sounds you have in your phonological loop Whatever songs you listen to on the daily, those songs are encoded in your memory. And whatever gets encoded in your memory is very close, if not near, in the heart. So when it comes to miracles, what you have stored in you or what's been building up in you, that's what's vibrating. You change your state and condition, the energy around you, by changing the sounds, changing the vibes. Everybody say that song was hot. You dug the vibes of the song, or something in the song that connected to your vibration. What we store on our phonological loop, it either can heal us or hurt us. There's some songs that are hurting us right now. Because remember, your whole body is vibrating. Everything's vibrating. That's one of the laws of the universe. Everything is in constant vibration. What we put in that phonological loop is what gets close, if not, like I said, close to or in the heart. What you put in repetition is inside your heart. And Arabic and Islam, which they got it from our tradition in ancient Kemet and many other North African religious spiritual traditions, Sufism, okay, all those ancient mystic orders, right? They have something called zikr, also known as, and they call it zikr, means to chant or to constantly say. But anything you constantly say over again with energy behind it becomes your heart incantation. Once it becomes your heart incantation over 7 to 14 days, it starts to move out and actually starts to have an effect on your resonation. Once your resonation changes, you start resonating in other places. That's the secret. Black people for thousands of years have been healing themselves. They've been healing themselves through their chants, their resonations, their zikr, their prayers, even down into the churches with the field holler, which, by the way, today I've actually found the origin of the field holler. It is a literal practice that people use to contact spirits. It's in this book. These people were not playing. They literally studied 175 ways to go into another world. So, it's like, what? Really? So we change the vibration. We change what goes on in our phonological loop. What we chant, what we pray, or do our supplication we make, frequency we go into, we shift that. The music that we play, especially during healing times, all has to change. What we say during pregnancy, whew, and you were talking about giving birth to gods and goddesses. You can program whole generations after you just by what you speak. And also, all the unborn take on the power of the mother's speech and emotions and thoughts. Once we change our vibration, the frequency we're resonating on, what we see, we begin to move towards it and create it or produce it. Light visualizations. Light visualizations. What we see. The pictures that we have around us, this is an all-known scientific fact. The colors we have around us, the light we have around us. The things we watch at nighttime, things we watch in the daytime, even the traumatic things that may have happened to us, they're all locked under visual codes. When we take time out to do new visual code training, that means new visualization, new active dreaming, new active visualizing, right? Astral projection, remote viewing, these are all terms. That's why I say write them all down. I'll say them again. When we go into projections, we're sending our nervous system new information. Peace, brother. How you been? It's good to see you. What's up, man? How you been? All right. When we take on new visions, new pictures in the mind, we trigger new informations and new neural networks inside of our bodies. This is another way to actually resonate with the ideas or the thoughts that you want to see in the physical world. That goes right back to that sympathetic resonation. This erases the blockages of fear also. doing active dreaming or active visualization helps you to become more brave, whether it's facing the past or projecting into the future or even visualizing the now. All is now anyway, but you get my point. Past, present, and future is all now, of course. But sometimes we can get caught in things that have already happened. And when you get caught in things, in the terror of things that already happened, what happens is that begins to create a pain that can become a blockage to where you should be going. Because you might see something in your past that you don't want to face, and then when it comes again up to you in life, you won't want to move past it. Again, everybody talks about revolution. I'm saying, how you going to have a revolution and you scared to face past events inside, whether they're personal or collective? Because we have something called a collective what? Yes, there's another term, y'all. I'm sorry. I have to talk in terms. That's the only way to code the information, the data. They call it collective unconsciousness. Carl Jung, student of Sigmund Freud, the crackhead, pipe smoker, cocaine smoker, all people. Yeah, I said it. His student, Carl Jung, came up with a concept called the collective unconscious. There are certain things as a people we have seen inside of our own memories that can become blockages. Rape, death, murder, being stolen from home, all those things are still there. It still resonates within our cell bodies. So what has to happen is we have to go back into transcendentals and face it. And there are things in the past that we can come back with that can break forth things for the future. This is where the visualization comes in. There's a such thing as clairaudience. That means you can hear in your dreams. There's a such thing. Clairvoyance, of course, is to be able to see. Clairaudience is being able to hear. So we have to do visualizations to unblock channels. Once you do visualization more and more every day, and write them out and actually begin to pattern what you have done in your vision work or dream work, you actually start moving faster and moving through place quicker. You get away. Where is a maze before, there's a wall, there is no wall there now. A lot of your ancestors used this to escape slavery. Literally use the compass inside their chest to move. So this is real. Most people say this is hocus pocus. No, this is the basis of all life on earth. When they want you to eat something, they talk to your eye. When they want you to drink something, they put something in your ear. That's why every time you look at the alcohol commercials, they got the best what? The best music. Thank you. You can go ahead and do the observations. I love the challenge. When you look at anything on television that deals with alcohol, it's going to have the best music. When they deal with anything that they want you to eat, they deal with the best what? Best visuals. It's real. And if the human will can be affected by what we hear and what we see, then that means we have the ability to reverse the projection. Fact. Write this down. Television was produced and created by the Psychic Research Society. Fact. You can put it in your phone right now and it will come up, and the emblem of the society will come up, and you will see the man who invented television was a part of that society. The original television had a cathode tube that pointed a cross into the middle of it. This is where they were going. So sound and light is real, and the ability to shift sound and light is the difference between success and failure. That's why your ancestors, when they produced the pyramids, that where that dollar bill, dollar bill, y'all, we going there. Miracle. I did this class already, but I have to go back sometime to go forward. Pull out a dollar bill, anybody. Come on, pull out that dollar. Somebody got a dollar. And I ain't asking you to just give me a dollar. I want you to pull out the dollar so you can learn what I'm about to show you. Okay, you got it? You good? Yeah. You're having fun with it, brother. What's this right here? Right on, brother. The pyramid. Good. And on top of that pyramid is a what? Eye. An eye. Now let's break down the words. Annuit coeptis. Some translated God has favored our undertakings. Another way of translating is annuit, annual undertakings. Nobis ordo seclorum. The eye, to see or to look. You know another word that has the same meaning as undertaking? Entrepreneur means he or they who are looking for undertakings. It's right on the dollar. But to undertake something, you have to be able to what? See. Your ancestors, when they produced the pyramids and put that eye over everything in each of those buildings, the wajet, when they put that symbol everywhere, what they were trying to get you to see was that you have to do visualization work to break through barriers. When you read this book here, everybody loves talking about it, but I don't think they comprehend what they have. The Egyptian Book of the Dead, that's not the name of the book, it's called Per Imharu, of course. For those who didn't know, it's Per Imharu, coming forth by day. Each hallway that you go through, there's about 20-something hallways you go through. Each hallway that you go through is an initiation over a certain field. And it's also very visual because it's drawn on the wall. And when you look at it on the wall, of course, people just see symbols and dragons and serpents. And no, those are all symbols for certain states of spirit. And there's a certain chant that you use. There we go. There's a certain chant you use to help you break through that barrier, that hallway. It's the same thing in life. That's what this life is. This book is really not about dying. This book is about going through different emotional states, different things that torment the soul, and how to get through them. That's what it's about. So miracles is about what we see for ourselves. Now, I did a trick with my students. I work with children also. I work with all types of people, but particularly my children. And I said, give me any information you have before the period of captivity, i.e. slavery. And they kept looking, and they kept looking for it, and they couldn't find it. I said, so next time when y'all want to be disrespectful, y'all need to think, can you think past a certain time? Most of us cannot think past a certain time frame. And the time frame that keeps going over and over again in our mind when it comes to chattel slavery or captivity is those chains. If you notice in public school education and in a lot of education around the world even, most people, the whole captivity scene is played over and over and over again. It's something stuck there. We're stuck. Some of us are stuck in the trauma. And that trauma is blocking the next wave. So we have to go back to what they call past life regression or past life visualizations and begin to transform how you're seeing yourself in that time. That also means going back to a point, going back to a point and seeing yourself differently and reinterpreting what happened. Then it won't be seen as slavery. Then it won't be seen as, oh, how weak. It actually will become, look how strong we are. Most of our view, there it is again, what we see, how we look at things through time is due to our conditioning. So to undo it, we have to go back and reinterpret. Now here's the kick. Well, you say, well, you started off earlier talking about the female and the goddess, and why you didn't go into that? It's a good book right here. I got two of his writings. This is my elder right here. It's the Shekel. Raon Ephraim Men, Meduniter, Volume 1, classic. Barely can find it sometimes. This is the original one when it first came out. See how beat up it is? Yes, it was given to me. And this one, of course, the 11 Laws of God. Now, I'm going to go into, this is where I got to, there it is, wipe off the board. Thank you, Benita. I didn't forget. Oh, man, there goes water right there. Okay, got it. Excuse me if anything splashes. I'm going to write down those terms one more time before I go on, all right? So we all together? Is it clear? I'd rather be clear than, be unclear. That means that people are learning. I'm gonna write it again. Yeah, so y'all can get it. Thank you. And you know why I'm over this? And I'm gonna say why I'm going over this again. This is the key behind all power. What you see, think, and speak for yourself, for your collective, is real power. And our ancestors are not bound by anything. That's another thing. We keep fighting on the plane of man. You can't fight on the plane of man. That's too. He has that. Guns, weapons, bombs, missiles. They got that. You got cosmic powers. I know that sounds like, that sounds very make-believe-ish. Oh. Let me drop a scientific fact. A moth, to set off a particular phenomenon every year, there is one moth that bats its wings at a particular point of the North Magnetic Poles. It causes all the winds to blow again across the whole earth. It's called the moth effect. You can look it up in your phone. The moth effect. Look it right on up in your phone, and you're going to laugh. The batting of its wings activates everything to spin again, as far as the winds are concerned. There's flowers the same way. If those flowers don't bloom at a certain time, there's whole colonies of bees that will just die. That's how intricate nature is. Now, just imagine the heart vibrating 33 feet away from you can be recorded. Imagine what happens when you cry. How that is felt throughout the universe. Okay, I'll give you another one. You want more science to prove that the spirit world is real? I gotta do this. Everybody take your left hand. Take your 2 fingers right here. Put them right here. And of course you think, oh, you want me to listen for my pulse? No. You know you got a pulse. I want you to realize that there's blood pumping through your arm. The same blood that's been pumping through your arms for 4 billion years. That means there's been someone on this planet constantly making sure that you got here. All these people are in your DNA right now. Every last one of them can be contacted. I'm going to give you the scientific reasonings behind it in 1 second. So I just want you to get the first part down. That's you. They come. And for black people, African people, melanated folks, Asiatics, what all the terms are, all of them, right? Even people around, all people, but particularly for us. Afterlife communication, what they call necromancy, communicating with those who have passed on. I love it, right? Necromancy comes for us in dreams, and particularly females, mothers to children, mothers to sons and daughters, mothers to children. That communication between those who have yet to come and those who have led is the deepest communication on the planet. Because, oh, you okay? All right, got it? Hey, come on now. All right. You gotta remember that the same blood that is pumping through your body right now was pumping through your mother. So that means the cellular resonance that your mothers are on and your fathers are on, but particularly your mother, because she held her cell plates, formed your cell plates, her tissues formed your tissues, your heart was formed by her heart, right? That's right. That frequency is the tightest and the closest. That's why we talk about that mitochondrial DNA. That is the closest. That's directly skin from skin, bone from bone. So whatever emotions they have, it can send a signal through to you. Remember, this blood, I'll explain it. the blood carries what? While you are living and breathing and walking on earth, what does the blood carry? Oxygen. Okay, that's good. Give it to me in another language. That's the breath. Spirit. Thank you. Ruach. Rah. Right? Spirit. That's connected to people who already what? Walk the earth. So therefore, they want to communicate with you. They will communicate with you through your subconscious mind. And that still is connected to your bloodline, which is connected to our traditions and our music. And when you go into trance, that's even more communication coming. But this is why they stopped it during slavery. We can't have you communicating with people that's 5,000 years ago and you say their name. Because if you say their name, you bringing back their power. And if it's not true, then this whole book is crazy, because this is what they concentrated on. How to go in trance. 175 ways that you can induce it. I was like, whoa. Real? And we was bugging on this. So, first one, scientific principle. Sympathetic resonance. Thank you. It's when you have two things vibrating that's in the same frequency. They both pick up each other's existence. One, if it's 440 hertz over there, and it's tuned off and it's giving off a good charge of frequency, something else that vibrates at 440, which is the key to A, by the way, will resonate.
What if you have three?
Then all three will resonate. Everything that is in that same frequency, thank you. I needed that. Everything that's in the same frequency will resonate. Sympathetic resonance. And then the occult is called sympathetic magic. And if you go to the root word of magic, you see what? What word? Root word. Come on. Magi. Just go to the first three words. Mag, as in to magnify. Magic. Also magistrate. Magus, which means to be master or head of. Look like somebody needs to do some explaining in the world. All right, that's one. Number two, miracle. Another term I'll mention. Mirror, which means to what? See. So is what we visualize, say, and what? Do. Just making sure we stay together. Yes, no problem. Three. There was another word I broke down. Y'all remember any of the words though? Because I'm just making sure you keep all these terms. Memory. Thank you. And automatically all the information comes back to me. Clear audience. Thank you. Which means what? To hear, to be able to hear in your what? Dreams. I was poor drawing forehead, right? Waters. Light and sound stored in what? Water. In the crown. Peace. Peace. Clairvoyant, right? Clairaudient. Those are the main 5 statements. See how easy it is to intone information, data? That's why I talk the way I speak. That's why I speak the way I speak. I always put everything in code and words, so you can always recall the information quick. Clairaudience is being able to hear within your dreams, within your, what they call the subconscious mind states. All right, sleep states. You okay, man? You ever hear in your dreams? But you hear. But you just hear it though, don't you? High five, because we got the same powers on me. That's right. That's right. And you see a lot too, don't you? I know, ain't it fun? People should have fun doing it more often. Okay. So clairvoyance and clairaudience. These are the 4 to 5 statements and terms that you should put down in your book. Because where I'm going to go next with it, we're going to actually get the evidence. Now remember when I said you can communicate with your ancestors? Now I'm going to give you the next terminology. I know you don't know this. I didn't reveal this to you while we was talking about it. I was waiting for class. I want to pass this book around. I can't remember who wrote this book. This is by James Nestor. Get high right now. Just go get high right now. Everybody, we're just gonna get high right now. This book I got here, and I love this book. It's by James Nestor. It says, "Get high now without drugs." Thank you. I said it for the cameras, and that's the name of the book too, right here. Hello. The next term I want you to write down is psychopomp. This is an occult term that most people. Okay, I'm gonna ask. Yeah, you know what I'm asking for. You don't need to write these down because I'm not going back. I can't go backwards. The record is already recorded. All right, I'm gonna erase it. Psychopomp. I'm gonna pass the book around, and for the veterans in the room, I want you to look at how she's standing first. Let's look at this, how she's standing. You see how she's standing? Okay. You need to record in your memory how she's standing and she's positioned. I have another book in here that I'm going to pick out.
Do they have any more of those here?
That was a used book. It came, we have used books also. So that was one that, I love used books. Those where you get those jewels that people just, I don't need this no more.
I said, no, I have to leave.
Oh yeah, I can get more copies of it. Yeah. And you see how that woman is standing? That is a prayer position. Let me see, I'm trying to find if we have the books here. That is a salat position. That is a position to call salat. All right? Everything I'm teaching, you're going to be able to go home and use it.
Don't you do that when you call it Adhan?
Yes. That's exactly what that position was. It's a prayer position. Now you see what they tapping into? If they're tapping into that, what's wrong with us? That's what they doing? They getting high, huh? They going up. We finish with this. Good. Okay.
Thank you.
Oh yes, peace and blessing. All right, yes, I'm glad y'all. Thank you. Y'all know y'all always activate me when y'all around. See, I gotta be on my square. Knock it off. Peace and blessings out.
Thank you.
And we give out a blast. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna give out another. All right, everybody together. I know I talk scattered, but we keep it cool.
I'll be ready. All right, thanks for coming.
Okay, cool. You good, brother? Oh, okay. Cool. She helped you. All right, that's love, man. That's love. Now this word, whenever you see this word, what do I tell you? Rampa-pum-pum, rapa-pum-pum. Romp, of course, means to what? Make sounds, make noise, to strike or to hit, to make noise, to make music. Psycho or psyche means what? Thank you, sister. Psyche means spirit or soul. Thank you. Pomp. Pomp means to what? Build up. To pomp and circumstances. To build up circumstances is the music that they play for an achievement. So that, and if you take the O and turn it into a U, it's what? Pomp. So it's anything to help build up the soul energy, to build up spirit. Okay? And I want you to listen to what this is according to them. You thought it was funny? This is real. With uncontrollable vocal utterances, a psychopomp is a soul guide who leads those who have recently died to the afterlife. Because pomp also deals with people who just graduated, like I said, ascended, graduated, left. Yet again, a psychopomp is a soul guide who leads those who have recently died to the afterlife. Mythologies and religions all around the world share the psychopomp under various names and incarnations. Statues, figurines, and drawings from Central America, North America, Africa, and elsewhere share remarkable resemblances in the pose of their particular psychopomp, communicating with people who passed on. Listen to this part. These same postures is still common in Africa as a pose of mourning for women trying to reach loved ones who have recently passed away. Depending on how superstitious or spiritual you are, this can be a powerful exercise. Surely hope you ain't afraid of no ghosts. This is where they at. You peep it? So we talk. Oh no, that's all right. So we're talking about communicating with spirits.
Just saying, if he makes any noise, not to interrupt, but you gotta catch these type of deals when they come through.
Oh, hey, brother, we
He
got
give us heat.
Hey,
You
we
know,
gonna be here
we don't
toasty.
have no
We gonna be here toasty. Y'all know
So
what I'm
just
saying?
please,
No.
y'all bear with him.
Yeah.
But we gotta catch this guy when you can.
Yes, hey, we fam. It's all good. Listen. So we talk about communicating with the spirit world. When we talk about communicating with the spirit world energies, we're not just talking about communicating that way. We also talk about communicating this way. When you sing or speak or chant, you release energies within your neurons, within your different chakras or endocrine glands. I gotta talk scientific. I gotta put it in scientific terms. People get spooked out. And within your endocrine glands or your neural, or what we call hormones, which is connected to the endocrine glands, hormones, which are called in the India's culture, Sanskrit. In the language of Sanskrit, it's called chakras. Same thing. All right, and you can hear, of course, chakra, shake ra, temp ra, wake ra up. Chakra. So it's waking up ra. So we're talking about singing to activate energies within you. This is another way to produce miracles. How? Because you're now visualizing, speaking, and chanting to create a certain type of energy in you and around you. Now, give you some evidence of it. If you were born in the early 80s, late 70s, you were conceived in a certain sound vibration. If you were born in the late 80s to the 90s, you were conceived in a certain sound vibration. Now we have another sound vibration going. What do you hear being uttered in our community?
Sirens.
Huh?
Sirens.
Sirens. Good. No, that's true. Sirens. What do you hear in the music? Say it. A lot. But come on, don't play, y'all.
Gibberish.
Gibberish. What do you hear in the music? Whatever's in the environment is in the music. So you said it was sirens that you're hearing. So when you listen to most modern music that we listen to, what do you hear?
Sirens, gunshots.
Thank you. I got it in some of my music. I know. Sirens, gunshots, thugs, killing, murder. So what do you think is happening? Calling you. We're calling out to spirits. It's building up and it's coming. It sounds spooky and outlet, but it goes somewhere. Not just out, but it also comes. We have to change the vibration. If you want the environment to change, the utterance has to change. The people who run society know this. The music that we listen to 99% of the time on the radio is ushering up either sex or violence. I'll have no problem saying it, and I like some of it.
What about sex? What about that? What about you think that's kind of, you know,
The
like
music
sex
with
is
sex?
everywhere, so like, how do you stop that?
But it's not stopping it, it's just transforming. What I mean by this, listen, in the 70s, the music was all about what? Love, sex, definitely. And it had some of the music was talking about Freddie, and he was dead. It was about drugs too. But the difference was the state of mind. See, what's happening now with us is a little different. You look what happens on the television screen, you look what's happening in front of you. And you listen to the frequency of the sound that's being emitted the most, and you say, why no changes? Because the utterances that we're bringing out is inducing a certain feeling. And we're eating it. And we don't realize that we're eating ourselves. You get me? There's nothing wrong with sex. Sex ain't going nowhere, and really violence isn't either. Yes.
Sex now has been doing.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying like, whenever it's on the radio, it's not sex, it's porn, which isn't, you know, it's like,
That's
it's
true.
abuse of it.
That's true.
Right, so thank you.
It can be, generally it is, but, you know, it's not love.
So, there go that sound.
That's what it is right now.
There it is. Sound, utterances. That's what I just read, right? Utterances. Visuals, pictures, glyphs, graph, videos. It's conjuring energy. Whatever we utter, it builds up and it connects to everything that is in that frequency. So if you utter it, if the frequency that's being uttered from a transmitter radio station all day is fight, 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 you know the rest of them. The other F, I don't need to go there, no need to say it. Thank you. Right? That's what's going to go on. So when we talk about revolution, then this is why I don't know why they're doing this to people in the movement, but they got this thing where this is the movement. This is black metaphysics, African culture, and this is over there. And it's all one thing. And what they're doing is they're retarding us by doing it. And they're keeping us trapped by cutting us off from our power. You know, I was talking that the magic is the poor man's power. Care what you say. Magic has always been the poor's power. And Bob would say it was word, power, and sound. We're shutting down Babylon, see? We're shutting them down, sir. So what I'm talking. Yeah? You vibe on them, you leap with them, you sleep with them, you get them. What them vibing on? We chop them down. That's sound. Word, power, and sound. Psychopomps. It's nothing but ancient rituals we're doing. And it's found in a book, How to Get High Without Drugs. Nobody, I mean, it just passed us by. It is the Guyana race card. It just, this book was just sitting there. I was like, it's just waiting there for me. Nobody seen that? I seen it. Thank you very much. It's mine. So, but it's all about it. That's what I'm sharing. So, to bring it back home, what we utter from our spirits, what we utter from our hearts, produces our environment. If you want things to change in your environment with you, with each other, we begin to change what we utter. Peace, family. We change what we utter. We change what we call out to. We change what we call out for. Every piece of sound that you hear goes through the ear, eighth cranial nerve, that's connected to the vagus nerve. The vagus nerve is the wandering nerve. It goes through the whole body. So when he said, I got soul and I'm super bad, when it hits your ear, it hits the vagus nerve. Goes straight through the heart, down through the stomach, to the bottom of your foot. Do you have soul? Yes, you do. We are increased in learning by what we, in the beginning was the word. The word was with, and the word was, okay, word up. You see? Change the words. Change the sounds. That's the first thing. The people who have put us in this conditioning colonization, they stay very close to the music. When they want to change something with you, the first thing they go to is your artist. They go to the music. When they want to get you to vote, they go to the what? Rappers, musicians, singers. When they want you to buy something, they go to who? The artist. They go to the artist because the artist sends the frequency out. The frequency matches your heart chakra, your heart registers. You feel me? All right. So, it's about communicating with those on the other side. Because music is a continuation of people that left this planet. When somebody says, I'm going to play jazz, what are they playing? They're playing something that's traditional. If somebody says, I'm into African drumming, you're playing something that's in a tradition. There are people who are vibrating in the other parts of the cosmos still in this tradition. And especially if you're descended from the people who produced it. If the people that gave birth to you was in this tradition, and I don't mean they all had to be artists. They could all have been dancing together. There's many different traditions. I seen you getting down. I was like, go ahead. That's an old tradition. That's the loom. They say the loom is the symbol of the whole of the heart of society. That's a tradition. Now, the people who are in that tradition are still picking up information from people who already existed. So that means you can go into a state of trance and commune. When you're drumming, there's people who you're descended from that was already doing it. So you're hearing some of the same things they heard, easily to tap into a similar wave. You dance, breaking especially. That's an ancient tradition. So you hit a certain spin at a certain speed, you tap it into something. Because it's been going on for a long time. That means you still have access to people, places, and things outside of you. So we're gonna know 25,000 years worth of history because of what? Because of a dollar bill? Wow. I thought you were money. Anyway, so I'm sorry, y'all. I gotta be smart sometimes. This is just one. Now I'm gonna go into what you can use. I know, I see him. Thank you. So now we're gonna go into what you can use. Write this one down. Communication with ancestors. Almost 90% of everything you see is the result of dreaming. All life is a result of thought. But as far as invention is considered, all inventions are a manifestation or a birth of dreams. Dreams. And the dream world is the world where you are between worlds. You're in Bardo. You're between physical and spiritual. Things that have either happened, never happened, or can happen. So in the dream world, you're seeing everything that can be. You can either project it or accept it. You can project a dream, that's called active visualization, or you can accept it, what they call daydreaming. That's the passive level of accepting what's coming out of you or to you. It's real. Be cut off from your dreams is a bad thing. Be cut off from your memories is tragic. Yeah. All right. Y'all got this one? How you doing, bro? You there? All right, all my brothers, you're going to need to know this, and you're going to have to teach every sister, your wife, friends, mothers, you're going to have to teach them this. And sisters, you're going to have to learn this. This is very important. Can you turn that off? Everybody say immune system.
Immune system.
Everything I'm teaching was about self-healing and self-projection. How to shift the energies. Feel these vibrations. See? Here go this word again. Psycho. Neuro. Thank you very much. Yeah, I got that. Oh, yeah, my brain works pretty well. NEU was I think it's NEU. I knew it. I felt it. Thank you. That happens every once in a while. Levi has the right to scribble a letter, y'all. Don't beat me up. Okay. Psychoneuroimmunology. This is the effects of the mind or the spirit. The mind's power to send currents, electrical currents through the nervous system to activate the immunology, or what really should be called the lymphatic system. Let me say it again. Respell that. I spelled that. Thank you.
Levi, how much is the popcorn?
Popcorn is 3. Are you there? Psychoneuroimmunology is the mind or the spirit's ability to send a frequency through the neural channels, the neural pathways, to activate the lymphatic system. I got you, bro. How you feel? Oh.
Yeah, I got it.
How you doing? Okay, so psychoneuroimmunology is the mind's ability, subconscious mind, spirit's ability to travel the neural pathways, to send electrical signals, energy signals, through to the immunology or the immunological part of your body. Immunological part of your body. Your lymphatic system. Thank you very much. Alright? So, now this goes back to what you here we go. What you think comes off, your memories are activated by sound and light. Your thoughts come forward as what? Sound and light. Sometimes you can activate smell also, and you can activate taste. But all life on earth is usually life on earth is a manifestation of sound and light. Electromagnetism. Now, I'm going to read it for you. I'm going back into getting high, y'all. All right? Yes. Yes, ma'am. I'm sorry. My stop your hand right. You need some help, brother? I'm going to read it for you. I'm on page 42, Getting High Without Drugs. Hypochondriacs feel sick because their brains are sending their bodies a sick message, even though there is nothing physically wrong with them. The body reacts and oftentimes actually makes them sick. Hypochondriacs use the power of suggestion to hurt themselves. Oh yeah, that's beautiful. Hypochondriacs, right? Their brains, their minds are sending their body a signal that makes them think that they're sick. Check this out. Hypochondriacs use the power of suggestion to hurt themselves. That's sad. And it's not on purpose. It ain't like somebody sitting around and say, hey, I want to hurt myself. Right. What they should be doing is using their thoughts to help themselves to heal what ails them to feel good. to get high. That's what they mean by get high in this book, feel good. Just for the camera and for everybody else out there. One way they could do this is practice some psychoneuroimmunology, combining aspects of psychology, neuroscience, and behavior medicine, and more psychoneuroimmunology is the science of using your mental power to affect your body's physical condition. Before we got into all of this work, check out this study in the mid-1970s. Researchers at the University of Rochester gave rats a flavored drink every day for 30 minutes before giving them a drug that would suppress their immune system. I want you to hear it again. I'll go with you, because I know the story. That was a maneuver. I heard him too. You know, outside?
Yeah, there we are.
Hey, I know. Hey, welcome everybody across the planet. You in the middle of the hood for sure. I love it. They would give rats a particular flavored drinks right before they would give them a drug to suppress their immune system. They stopped giving them the drug to suppress the immune system and kept giving them the flavored drink. After a while, when the drug was no longer in their immune system that was suppressing it, they just gave them the flavored drink and their immune system automatically became weak because of the conditioning of drinking this drink that was connected to the medicine or to the poison. Are you with me? Conditioning. Now, let's take the flavored drink now. I want you to imagine now us taking the flavored drink out of the equation. Let's replace the paired stimulus. That's behaviorism for you, right? The paired stimulus in response. We're going to replace the flavored drink, right? We could replace anything. Maybe sea moss. We're going to drink some sea moss, which that does boost your immune system out there. Sea moss gold. But we're going to replace it also with some positive thoughts. We're going to replace it with some positive music, some very pleasant music. And replace that flavored drink with positive sound, positive music. And then we put positive thoughts, sound, visualizations, and ideas with it. And we do it for 30 days, right? Soon as you hear those positive songs, positive affirmations, your immune system, as you're doing your healing work, is going to automatically be activated by the sound because your body has a memory. It's a way to heal yourself. First of all, when you send positive thought or any type of high-level thought, light through your body, it already sends new electrical charges into the nerves, sending it to the blood. And those electrical charges break down pathogens. Helps the body get more energy to fight. Then when you put the proper things that can give oxygen to the blood, then you begin the healing process. The sounds that you're playing for yourself while this is happening is all pomp and circumstance. It's all positive music to activate you. Even after the herbs that's been used and everything, you can go back, use the chants and the music again, and it will activate your cells automatically. You see that? This is how your ancestors survived slavery. Through chant, prayer, and music. This is how they survived many infections through the ages. Just through visualization and sound and symbols. You need some help there carrying that in? Yeah, let's help carry it in. We don't have a problem with that. Where you carrying it to? Yeah, we're gonna move it. Yeah, we can do that.
We can just move the chair, turn the chairs around, and you just.
Yeah, we're gonna do that.
I gotta get this done.
Oh yeah, but we're gonna help them move it. That's our nature.
Got like the end, son.
Yeah. There you go. Ready?
See how this works?
This is what we do.
That's my boy.
Right here. Okay, here we go.
Man, hey.
Dabba dabba do.
Day one.
So it's just us now, so we might as well just turn it.
Rebirth. Thanks for understanding.
We like learning. I'm on anything. Okay. You go, sister. Alright, you sure? Make it sure. Alright. Yeah, the camera can go there. You can point the camera the opposite way.
Can you grab it?
I'll give the last
Forward.
So are you with me? So we talking about psychoneuroimmunology.
Alright, it's done.
Peace.
Hold it.
If you want to donate, you can donate in the front. Thank you. Psychoneuroimmunology. So that's how that works. I'm so more concerned about learning and teaching than my brain stays there. So now I want you to think about when you have children, when your children get sick. Oh yeah, you can bring that over. When children get sick, the music you play for them, the visuals that you give them, and the foods you give them, the colors you put around them. During pregnancy, it's something that most people don't know, some people do know. Thank you. Oh yeah, I'm going back into the old school now. We're going back to how it used to be. Is this how we used to be in here? All day. People buy both pills when we used to just break a circle out. The thoughts, the music, which is thoughts caught in vibration sound, the colors that we use, all of that helps to activate the lymphatic system. You can have some of these sounds used constantly as chants when you become what they call sick, and you can check them when necessary to keep the body well. Each one of those chants, again, are thoughts. Your ancestors have been doing this for trillions and 20 trillions of years through the cosmos. Okay? It would be remiss for me not to go over this with my family. Come on up here, ma'am. Thank you. You can, okay, well, you can come up. Thank you. Well, nobody wants you to be upset or mad. Okay? Now we're going to get to one more part. Because I know it's getting late. It's getting dark outside. I like the darkness personally. Oh, I got that up. I locked it away. And it's something that I just said, and I'm glad you called for it. Your children, that's what I said. She called out. So, women pass on their lymphatic fluids, their immunology, to us as infants, as unborn, as fetuses. Our immune system is built by our parents, but what they never tell us is that the cells are activated by thought. A thought of a certain thing can make a person get sick. A thought of something can also cause a woman to abort a child while in vivo, inside. Vitro is outside, vivo is inside. So a woman can literally think certain thoughts cause her body to get sick and completely terminate a child. This is real. This is what we all have the power to do. We all have the power to activate the immune system by way of thought. And those thoughts can be recorded as sound and light. So when you hear them again, it sends the same rush of energy through your neurons as before. So be mindful of the fact that we want to know why the black community is so sick. What kind of thoughts and sounds and light are you feeding them? The diet, not just the physical food diet, which is vibration from the sun, but literally the diet of what you listen to and hear on the regular. Miracles are produced, if you've been in my class, miracles are produced by habits. Miracles are produced by what we do every day, habits. Those habits turn into a steady frequency and become a whole new construct. You with me? Same thing with the body. The body is a product of what you thinking and feeling. Now it's time for the main event. So for the people out there, if you're out there, if you can see me, there you go, I'm out there. Get High Now Without Drugs by James Nestor. Yes, you're joining the Universal African Science Academy Black and Nobel Book Club, African Science Academy Days. Our book we're reading right now is Get High Now Without Drugs. Yes, it's safe, y'all. Don't get people, you gotta come after me. James Nestor. Dream records. Now we're going to practice this one time. Hopefully we can do it, and then we're going to dream records are records that are used to activate the subconscious mind. I want you to listen to this. I'm going to write it on the board. Because if we can produce dream records, that means we can use sound directly to help activate someone's nervous system while they're asleep and change conditions while they're asleep. $1 million class. $1 million class, yeah. One day, y'all, I'm sitting down on the farm, sitting down outside these nights. I was sitting up at night, oh Lord. I'm sorry, y'all. I have my candle on and I have my roll up. Yes, I did. Oh, brother man, I'm down on salt. That was for my ancestors. Dream records. Listen to this. We go on. And this is how they have it on page 243. No, we're not talking about the witchy Steve Nicks penned slow dance anthem that Pickleback's 30 million selling epic song cycle rumors. Listen to this. Which allegedly was recorded over a sleepless month in the studio while the entire band underwent an epic binge on Bolivian marching powder. Bolivian marching powder? Okay, cool with me. I need to check that out. Anyway, Bolivian marching powder. You stop, I know. What are they talking about is an excellent method to induce audio hallucination in states of sleep. Let me share something with y'all. I'm not scared to share this, and I know there's people out there watching and they want to know what Levi's secret is in sound. Can't tell you all of my Wu-Tang secrets. However, I will tell you this. A lot of the music now that is being recorded and produced is being recorded and produced on Xannies and syrup. And the way that we know that it's on syrup is because everybody is on the lead. And then I draw like this, and I draw like that. And then when you feel good, yeah, only when you got it right now. It is in the body. You know, you can go trance real fast on something like that, and the beat nice. You really just into the beat anyway. But his tone of voice make you go to sleep like, yeah, when they're gone in, little children love it. That's why they bounce around. See, yeah, you can do it. See? Little children love it. It's music made for children anyway. So, music that is produced while people use certain substances produce a certain frequency when you hear it and you can feel it. They can walk in, alright? Now let's get to the point. You know when you see a train or a truck or a ship in a dream and you hear them toot a loud horn? You ever had a dream you can hear it? Yeah, this is where we're going with this, y'all. Listen. It sounds real. You wake shortly after and realize this dream horn was actually your alarm. Click going off. Dream records manipulate this phenomenon by manually installing prescribed noises via external repetition to induce a hypnopompic illusion. I'm sorry. The academic language, I'm not going to read that. Let's try again. Dream records are sounds played while you are sleeping. These are records that are produced for you, or records you use to go to sleep to. These sounds enter your dreams and create odd and interesting dream experience. Okay? This is the experiment. Now, there is an experiment here for you to do. Okay. You need 2 people for this. You need 2 people for this high. One assumes the dreamer role, and the other assumes the player. You might want to write this down. You can do this with your wife, your husband, your friend, your significant whoever in the universe, right? I know, I'm crazy. We're in a whole new world. You gotta talk different. Okay, let's stop. I'm in a brave new world. So, Aldous Huxley. You ever read the book? Oh God, you ever read it? Oh, that's another class. Here's how it works. You need two people, one who's a dreamer role, one who assumes a player. Step one, the dreamer chooses a song which she or he wants to experiment with. In their experiment, this is called the high lab. This is where they do their experiments. In the high lab, they recommend On My Own by Patti LaBelle and Michael McDonald. And next by Scott Walker. Place a boombox or stereo speaker or a nearby bedstand. The dreamer falls asleep, and she or he usually would lots of exercise earlier that day and some dill. Okay, we'll leave that alone. You can use some dill if you want. The player stays awake, waiting until the dreamer is asleep for at least 10 minutes. The player can test if the dreamer is asleep by lightly waving a hand in front of the dreamer's face and seeing if she or he reacts. This method worked for high lab. Now listen. Step two. Once a dreamer is asleep, the player starts the song at low volume. The player should hold this volume for about 5 minutes until the song is finished, whichever comes first. Then repeat or continue the song slowly, subtly increasing the volume. The point is to let the song absorb into the dreamer's dream for as long as possible without waking the dreamer. Continue this process repeatedly until the dreamer finally wakes. The dreamer then recounts if and how the song entered and affected his or her dreams. The recollections can be fantastically weird and at times oddly poignant.
So you keep turning it up until they wake up?
Until they slowly wake up. But the song slowly enters into their memory bank, into the dream state. Now, once again, this is all still ancient technology. It's the same as playing drums till a person goes to a state of sleep and with trance, with chanting, with the sistrum. And ancient Kemet, the Kemetan people, our people, use shakerays, the sistrum, the rattle, babies rattle. That's why they give babies rattles. The shaking sound of the rattle helps to calm as well as activate the nervous system of the child. It all keeps the child happy and also lets you know where the child is health-wise. Because you constantly hear that rattle. Constantly hearing that rattle lets you know where the child is. Constantly hearing the rattle lets you know the vitality of the baby. The sound of the shaking, the sound helps to actually heal and calm the baby's nervous system. Good to come flat. So, with the shaking sounds, the rattles, the shakerays, you can actually heal a person and they go into sleep state. And that actually helps to wash the auric field. If you want to use the new method we just went over, take dream records. Any song that is a positive inspiration to you, and play it while you're asleep and put it on repeat and fall asleep to it. You can do either active or passive visualization. And what happens is it sends the signals to your neurons. Your neurons keep this new signal, and this signal is to help the body heal. Are y'all here? Y'all with me? Get that down. So we're talking about dream records. I'm going to put on some dream music in a few. I'm going to actually use the bowl. I'm not even going to put on the CD. I'm going to put the CD on in a second. After we do G. Okay? Oh, that's where I wanted to go. I have to go there in a few. Trance. Okay, now we can go into the African science part. I always like to establish peace, brother. How you
Nice
been?
seeing you.
Yes,
Pretty
man.
good.
I ain't seen you in a while,
Yeah.
man.
You still playing?
Oh, you know it.
Yeah, you guys are good.
Thank you. Music. Trance is presided over by the mother of creation. Trance and dreams are presided over by women. Brothers, that's the feminine part of us. Do not fight it. You need it. Without the dream world, without the trance world, we are hopeless. All of us, man and woman, male and female, learned how to dream from our mothers. We learned how to dream from our caretakers holding us. Dreaming is the formation and the cultivation of the thinking ability inside of us. Are we aware of that? You first learned how to think from your mind.
One's here, one's here.
Oh, no, you got to go.
You just button right
Yo,
now?
call me. Please. All right, please. You want to drop a donation, whatever? You do it in front. And you know, it's always a pleasure to be with you.
Yeah.
All right, please.
That's common.
So,
I didn't have one up.
we learn how to dream. You know, I got to keep my mind focused. From our parents, from our mothers.
I mean,
And while they also taught us how to dream, they also passed on their lymphatic energy to us, their defense mechanism against disease, against
give it a half an hour
pathogens
and
to
see,
you.
okay?
Everything
Yeah.
that is done
Yeah.
on this planet, all its accomplishments come from the trance state, being able to think outside of our barriers. It's important to teach our children about visualization and yourselves about visualization, or about audio clearance, meaning be able to hear and go into the voices of your own, to hear your own
Well,
voice.
that's what this
To
is
be able to hear your own voice and heal
This is
yourself
a double.
with your own voice. That is
See this?
important. That's in other classes and other.
It's all the way up, see it turns?
So, this
Right.
class
So
is
when-
about bringing that awareness to you. All those different
It's
things and
right.
techniques.
And that's
Now
something
you
we
know
can
how to
also
cure
both
your
wired
body.
on the same sunset.
When you feel yourself getting sick or you're going through something, emotional challenges, you find the best piece of inspirational music, you do some visualization. You build altars. You create a sacred space. Uh-oh. Ain't we fancy now?
There you
Let's
guys got
let's
heat now.
Is she warming up?
We'll see on one of them
Y'all
days.
give
It's
me
gonna
one.
get hot. I'm gonna have to move this bottom load, folks.
Yeah, definitely.
It does feel hot, so it got heat.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I'm so happy.
Yeah, this is give it an
Call
hour.
your boy. Call your boy.
Give it an
Call
hour,
your
it'll
boy.
be really good.
You know what I'm talking about.
You might see a drastic change, you know?
When he snapped.
Snatch on me, man.
Yeah, he snapped about us not having heat.
I'm gonna put the word out that there's heat up in the bookstore, man. Watch how I start popping all of a sudden.
So, bottom line is, you can heal yourself through your sounds. We're gonna do one, now that you finished screwing, we can put the background sounds on. I made a special album with 7 tones. Did I ever play it for you? Okay, I never played it for you. You heard parts of it. Yeah, we're gonna play 7 tones, 7 sounds. And these sounds are used for healing. And we use both. So you can, if you want to jump in this system, you can. Or everybody need to promote and eat some food from Benita, because Benita got the healing food for everybody in here. All right, I promote it. My promotion is done. If you want to join this circle, you can join this circle. We about to get it on. It's time to do some healing work. Enough talk. Yeah, they go on. I can tell that. You can come, tell the elder he can come back. Oh, come on in, come on in, come on in, come on in. You sit down right in with us. Yeah, you can sit this way. I'm right there. There's other chairs out here. Yeah. Am I gonna go with y'all? Yeah, I can't go with y'all. I know, I see the water, baby. I'll be right with you. I'm coming over.
I haven't seen money. Money. No, more daughter.
I'm finished. Want support?
She got it. I need something sweet.
Yeah, that was me playing flute. Y'all like that sound? That was fresh, I know. Pause. Looking for a good one.
I'm looking for Blackboard, so I understand.
Blackboard. Oh wow, is that my man? Blackboard by his name. I know that.
Yeah, I heard of him, I ain't never read it, he needs to go book you.
Okay, you talking about Nathan McConnell?
Who's the author?
Blackboard is Richard Wright. Richard Wright. I knew it was Richard Wright.
Okay.
Try it.
Really good.
All right, y'all ready? Now, what we've been studying all day, and I just came in, I know you sat in with us. We've been studying on the power of healing and miracles, how to produce what we want in life, right? So, I looked at his eyes, he's like, I don't want to be here. So, but you might be interested in what I'm about to play. This is a Tibetan bowl and it's used for meditation. This is used to help people relax. What I'm about to do is a whole relaxation. I only will probably do 2 minutes, even a minute. I'll do a couple minutes with you. I just want you to relax your breathing, enjoy the tone, and go wherever you want. All right, it's going to probably be 2 minutes. I'll do 2 minutes and then I won't hold you hostage. I won't be like, oh my God, you won't be hostage. But this 2 minutes, I just let you know it's going to be the most valuable 2 minutes in your life. All right, let's relax.
Good, it was good.
Yeah. Music is 7 songs and it's designed to help do visualization over it, chant, speak, but everything you see, you visualize, everything you chant. As you do this repeatedly every day, begins to send a signal through your neurons, through the neurons to the cell bodies, and those cell bodies begin to vibrate differently. And this is a unique way of giving yourself peace, time of peace and healing, to catch up with yourself. There's also a chance to do something we call time compression, which is some more studies that I'll be bringing to you in the future of how to actually take back portions of your time to heal and to catch up with yourself. It's all essential for power. Learning how to think, how to visualize, how to relax the mind, let it be calm, is essential for healing any part of your body, any part of your heart. And on that I say, Asheo, Ashe, thank you. If you want to donate, you can donate. Here's the bowl. Here, as long as it doesn't drop on the floor. Alright, donate. I have that knocked off.
So, come out tomorrow?
Yeah, so come back. Alright.
Oh, sure. So what's the next time you gonna do?
We try to do this at least every Sunday, non-stop, around the clock, every Sunday. And we do it for people. It's free, it's no cost, but we do ask for donations for what we do.
We've been rolling for like a couple months.
Thank you for coming. How did you like that? Yes. Oh yeah. Listen. Oh, and if you like that CD, thank you. Thank you. Yes, I need that. Thank you. All right. Yes, ma'am. All right. And also, if you're interested, how many people like that music on the CD? I got 7 songs on it, no words. All things you can just play in the background all day.
You got a xylophone here? You did that on the beat machine, didn't you?
I did that on keyboard, but I do play xylophone on some of my recordings. Literal xylophone.
What, you sell it?
Yes, I sell them. I don't have any now. Next week they'll be there.
Okay, same, what, 4 o'clock?
4 o'clock, yes, sir.
Okay.
All right. Richard R. Wright, Blackboard. Look up front. There, yes, sir. Okay. You can look right there in that area on the wall. It might be there, but it's not. You know, it's a certain drive. I know you got the school.
Yeah, they took my name down, they said they won't work it, because they got it. I'm looking at it.
Now, what's your name, young brother? Rodney, my name is Brother Levi, man.
He got the cameo cut.
Yeah, he gave me a flashback, Lord. I looked at
I
him.
know.
That's what I was preparing. I was
East to Northeast.